Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Cyberpunk Pro Wrestling on TEW 2016, our local to global game, where we're trying to take this small little kickstart company and bring it to become a global powerhouse of the future for wrestling. And it's January 2019. We've made it. We made it a whole year in the game. Well, not really a whole year. We started in July. We made it a half a year in the game. And we're not really much further than where we were, to be honest. Right now we are still tiny, but we're making money, which is good. Our momentum's still not fantastic, but we can fix that. It's not a big deal. And we're just moving. We're just trying to move up. That's our goal. Our goal here is to get 11% importance in one region. Now, what we were talking about before, we're talking about maybe doing 2 shows a month, and I think that might be beneficial to us. So we currently have Wrestling Live and Wrestling on Tour. So we're doing 2 shows, and we just have to be careful about how much we spend, and we'll have to kind of play it by ear. But we have a nice little cushion of about almost $12,000, which is really good for a local, at least. I mean, you guys know I'm just fantastic at this game. So typically when I play this off camera and I'm doing a local to global, I'm like in the red for most of the game for the first year, which is fine because you have like a shock stage when you're local and like you can recover. You get like 1 year to make some money back. Not the end of the world, but we're actually making a clean profit by a good amount. This month was the first month that we haven't yet, but we'll be okay. I think we'll see how it goes. So we do have a Cyberpunk Wrestling Live on Tour in 13 days. We just did our first January one, and we gotta move on from there, and keep on moving on. We don't have any tag teams yet. We only have that one belt, which is the Cyberpunk Grand, and we're just gonna have to move on up and see if we can get to the small size. Right now, I feel like we're moving backwards, so I'm hoping that the advent of having both shows at the same time might boost us up a little bit. Let's go ahead and sim forward a little bit and see what's going on. Ooh, it took some time to sim. All right. Let's go back here and take a look what's going on. All right, so we got some complaints. Also, Robert King became flabby. Isn't he our ref? Does that really matter? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so everyone's upset. Why is everyone upset right now? Irritated. Stella Gray. You're probably upset with your push, I'm sure. No. Pleased. Please, please, please. Normal. Soto. So what's going on? Normal. We still need to get a good pack for pitchers. I want to get some generics for people. I just don't like the blank faces. Irritated at assigned push. You feel like you should be doing better. You probably should be. Lower mid Carter sounds perfect. Let's fix that for you. Colbino. Mid Carter, you're fine. Irritated Blake. Oh, you're not. Oh, because you came back. You were injured. Okay, yeah, well, fine. We didn't even do a show, lady. Calm down. God. Pillman. Should be upper mid Carter. And Ace Austin. You're pleased right now. Upper. So we're looking good there all around. Oh. All right, so I think that's all set, and we should just have our show. Let's go ahead and go to it. All right. We're in a baseball field, auto booked for a venue tonight. That should be fine. 63% for the locker room rating is not bad. We try to hire some positive influences. And of course, Eddie Kingston and Mia Yim are together, so that's good. And yeah, I mean, it seems like that should be fine. Let's try to meddle, see if we can cause some happiness. Let's try to get a friendship between Colby and Pillman. Nothing. It's fine. All right. So, where are we? Some baseball stadium. So we're gonna expect. What do we got here? 132 fans. So where are we gonna be? Just a generic. That's fine. All right. Well, let's run it. Let's see what we got going on. Be right back. All right, and we are back. So we try to do a little bit lighter of a show for our on tours. We got to really make sure we're saving money. So let's go ahead and take a look at the show, see what's going on. So we started off with a angle between Neuromancer coming out and talking about Joey Janela. So it's a speech about his assault. And, he's basically talking about how he doesn't know what's wrong with Joey Janela. He doesn't know what has gotten into him. How he always viewed Joey as a, not like a son, a mentee that of his. He felt that he was guiding him to the right path, and he's really just not sure what has gotten into him. And if it's a fight Joey wants, he's fine with knocking some sense into him. And then, of course, afterwards, Joey Janela comes out and ends up attacking Neuromancer as he's walking back from the stage, kind of continuing his assault on the former champion and the owner of the company. And we have a match between some of our newer guys. I'm trying to give them some matches here. Curtis Grace and Bayou Peterson. It's a decent reaction from the crowd. Subpar wrestling. Got an E-, but it's a low on the card. It's not that bad. Bayou would give him a win against Curtis Grace, just trying to build him up a little bit. Curtis Grace actually has a better in-ring performance. And apparently, though, the crowd doesn't really like him. But they got the crowd hotter. And Peterson was a little off his game. That's unfortunate. We have an announcement afterwards that there's going to be a number one contendership match between Matt Riddle and Ace Austin to fight Eddie Kingston at the next Cyberpunk Pro Wrestling Live. So just a simple announcement just to set it up into the card. Not really much to say in the ratings, but does fine. And then we have a segment afterwards where Kimberly comes out to the stage, and basically she's furious. She feels that she's been dominant for the majority of the shows over the last couple months, and the fact that Ace Austin got a spot over her has really irked her. So she'll prove tonight that she should have been in there to begin with, and that this is an entirely ridiculous situation, that the people are unworthy to be getting even into the championship scene, and her name not being put in the card is ridiculous. So she's mad. She's mad at Neuromancer for booking it, and she's mad at Ace Austin for basically taking her spot. And she's getting better at a gimmick. C+. Nothing really much to be said about that. That's pretty good. That's what we wanted. We have a match afterwards with Kimberly and Mia Yim, with Kimberly very focused on trying to prove that she should have been in the number one contendership, and she proceeds to defeat Mia Yim in 12 minutes. Mia Yim seemed off her game. Interesting. Kimberly was tiring. We might have went a little too long. But they have good chemistry, which is good to know. So something we can kind of move in there and focus on. Got the crowd buzzing. They were hot on it. They both did pretty well. D- probably would have done a little bit better if Mia Yim was not having an off day. So a lot of off days today. That's unfortunate. We move into a segment afterwards, though, that after Kimberly ends up defeating Mia Yim, Kimberly's celebrating, and Mia Yim does the very typical backstab move of attacking her. Not the shades not dissimilar of her fiance, who currently has the belt. She attacks Kimberly, beats her down on the mat, screams something at her, and walks away. So kind of building up some tension here between both of them. And even though Kimberly gets the win, Medium kind of comes back and ends up getting the better of the exchange overall. C, not bad. No improvements, but that's good. Seeing C's rated on here for our locals is definitely going to be a bonus for us. And knowing that they have a chemistry together, maybe we should actually start building a storyline between both of them. Might be a pretty good idea. We have a segment prior, a little promo segment here with Eddie Kingston. He cuts a promo in the middle of the ring, talking about the weakness of the competition, saying that Ace Austin basically is pathetic. Matt Riddle, is just some MMA washout that's never really had a real fight in his life. And Eddie Kingston's a street fighter. He lives for this. He breathes for this. And he's kind of propping himself up and saying that he's really the only legitimate fighter in Cyberpunk Pro Wrestling. Does fine. Gets the crowd hotter, which is what we want. There you go. Not bad. And then we have our number one contendership match for the Cyberpunk Pro Wrestling Grand Championship, or for the number one contendership of it. Matt Riddle versus Ace Austin. Doesn't do that well, actually. It's not great. Matt Riddle was off his game. Ace Austin's not popular, which is why he takes the pin, and he's also off his game, and it really lowers the rating of the match quite a bit. Matt Riddle does get a bro mission and submits Ace Austin in 12 minutes. Had a decent reaction, but subpar wrestling. That's unfortunate. We really was hoping for like a D there. Bummer. All right. And we have a angle afterwards with Eddie Kingston kind of coming out and shoving his face into Matt Riddle's and kind of just taunting him, trying to get under his skin. Now that Matt Riddle is the number one contender and will be wrestling at Cyberpunk Pro Wrestling live next show, trying to kind of get under his skin and try to cause some tension and maybe hopefully an upset. It doesn't do that well. I kind of thought they were going to do a little bit better there, and actually lost heat for the. No, that's a bummer. That could have gone better. D's still not bad. 44 gained us popularity in one region. I'm going to give some encouragement to Mia Yim, who was off her game, and I'm going to be actually a little bit more critical of Ace Austin. And who else did pretty well? Bayou Peterson did pretty good. Tell him, point out a good example. Make him happy. Ace Austin's not concerned about my speech. We'll see. He's not popular with the fans, which means I don't really care how he feels, but I do need him to work consistently. All right. So, let's see what's going on. Ooh, Hinari making some comments in New Japan is upsetting them. That's interesting. And Ishii might be staying. What's your contract like? How much do you cost? He's not available in America. That's a bummer. Feedback for our show was extremely positive and was apparently a great show for them. So, I mean, even though D is where we need to be, like we were talking about before, like the numbers are subjective, like a D and a C might as well be a B and an A for us. We don't need that A, B yet. We don't have the talent for it. So we just want to start moving up and building it. Doesn't seem like it affected our money that much at all, which is fantastic. It's exactly what we want to be. So I think the two show system's going to work out perfectly for us. We did build a little bit momentum, a little bit prestige. Hopefully we can kind of keep on building that. We really need to build some momentum, though, is really what's going to help us out. We should also look at potentially grabbing some more well-known names for some star power. We did that a little bit with Tommy Dreamer. But I think we still need to do a little bit of that. Can work in and based in the United States. Let's see. I should probably also say I need to hire you because most of these people I can't do. You know, like Eddie Edwards might not be a bad idea. Rocky Romero, Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis might not be a bad get. How much do you cost? Ugh. Ooh, that's a lot of money. We really need to be shooting more for like I'm willing to do like 1,000 for a random, you know, some star power, some occasional wrestler. But that's a little much. I think Trent wouldn't be bad. It's already based in the area. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all. I don't hate that. Joe Ortiz. Oh. Well, looks like he got let go. What's your skills? Meh. Is Ryan O'Reilly also fired, or did they separate you and let you go? Interesting. That is, let's check that. That'd be really interesting. Would be a good get for our tag team division once we set it up. Ryan O'Reilly, no. So Connor is still there, but Victor has been fired from WWE in the save. That's interesting. That's a bummer, I guess. I always love seeing the weird things that happen to these guys sometimes. Exactly regional level. Let's see what we got here. I don't think he's got enough popularity. Well, actually, this is pretty popular. 26. And he's only 800. Put you down to 600. See if I can hardball him, get a 1-year contract, and have you as a special attraction, never lower than upper mid-carder. Nothing extra. You'd be available for all shows. As a special attraction, I think that's good. Well, he might take it. 600 would not be bad. And 26 popularity will help us. We could have him as a sort of a occasional wrestler. Chelsea Green wouldn't be a bad get either. Just because she's young, she might really develop for us. We'll look at it though. I don't know. 600 for only being popular 20 might not be good for us. Chuck Taylor would be a good get for the area. A little expensive though. But that's tough. He's my favorite wrestler, actually. So you guys know about me. Chuck Taylor, absolutely one of my favorite wrestlers in the world. He's in my like top 5 list. Absolutely. And would be awesome for him to get him. We could get Enzo. Everyone loves Enzo, right? Everyone loved having Enzo as the NWA champion, so why don't we? We'll have to look at it. Joey Ryan wouldn't be a bad get either. Popular enough. Good skills. Only 800. Special attraction. Wouldn't be bad. Let's try it. Let's try to just get them. I just want to get a rotating cast of people that don't expect to be here every week and are just willing to kind of come in when they need to be here and work for like $600. They might do it. I mean, we gotta run it just like we would a regular real indie show. We're gonna hire some people that are skilled, that are veterans, that are here as special attractions to bring people in. Matt Cross, I'm only gonna give like a 6-month because I think I want him on my contract full time eventually. Rich Swann, little expensive for what you are, though. You're a good wrestler, though. But I don't need good... That sounds really weird. I don't need good wrestlers. I just need popular wrestlers right now. Sean Waltman, that comes with a whole host of other problems I don't know if I really want. Could always hire Tommy Dreamer again. Trent's not a bad idea again. I think those gets are good for now. And I think I'm gonna drop a 1-year contract. We're not paying him we're only paying him per appearance, so it ain't gonna hurt. Special attraction and not covered. And let's see if $690. That's fine. I think we could use them. And having some rotating power in there would not be bad. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Cyberpunk Pro Wrestling. Hopefully, next episode, maybe we can move up to local. I mean, that's sort of the goal, right? We'll see. Well, that was a good show, though, I think. And I think we're moving in the right direction with both shows within a 1 month, and hopefully in February we'll really see the rewards as long as we're maintaining the money, which I think will be fine. We are losing a little bit of money, but not by much. I think we'll be okay. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.